If The Force Awakens was your first Star Wars movie, then this video is not for you. If The Mandalorian was your first intro to any type of Star Wars lore, then this video is not for you either. If The Phantom Menace was your first movie and you remember standing in line as a little kid excited like, oh my god, what is Star Wars? Let's watch Star Wars. Then maybe this video might be for you, but kind of borderline maybe not. This video is for the ones that grew up with the original trilogy. VHS, I know this is like the remastered edition, but still you get the concept. It's for the OG Star Wars fans. As you can see, it does look a little bit different in here. I am in the middle of rearranging Skybottom, giving it its own dedicated corner so I can start building upwards towards the wall. So that's why things look a little bit different, so please bear with me today. I grew up with Star Wars, the original trilogy. We had 3 movies, and that's all I needed. Even though we only had 3 movies, I still love Star Wars more than I ever loved pretty much any franchise ever. How can 3 movies get me so hooked and so involved and invested in a world? As a kid, the biggest thing that kept me passionate and loving Star Wars were the figures, especially these Power of the Force figures. The reason why I say Star Wars is dead to me is because the only thing that keeps Star Wars alive now, for me, is by creating my own world, by creating my own lore. Because if I had to rely on Lucasfilms and Disney now, I'm left empty inside. Nothing from Star Wars recently has made me feel immersive or even engaged enough to even care about what's really going on. I watched the new Star Wars, trying to find things that I like, trying to justify little errors and loopholes and gaps. I sit there and I give Star Wars, new Star Wars, the benefit of the doubt that, hey, it's Star Wars, it must be good. Maybe I don't understand what's going on. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe the writing is so complex and I just don't get it. Maybe I need to rewatch this over and over. But that's not the case. The case is every time I see something new from Star Wars, especially after The Force Awakens, there's nothing for me. Old ancient relics like books and lore. This is what we had back then to fill in the gaps with the movies. And even the books had their own loyal cult following. It was left to our imagination and lore written by dedicated people that love Star Wars, that actually cared. They helped us fill that void in between the 3 movies. And the books and the lore created a whole subculture of Star Wars. Recently, the new Obi-Wan show streamed on Disney+. I was excited. Long story short, Disney cannot mess up a series that has Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, right after episode 3, before Rogue One, like one of the best time periods in Star Wars. There's no way that Disney could mess this up. Why are you going to kill my favorite planet, Tatooine? Leave Tatooine alone. Leave Tatooine alone. Sorry, this video is not supposed to be a rant. I'm not supposed to be upset right now. I'm just supposed to talk to you guys and just explain in a calm manner why Star Wars is dead to me. All of my favorite characters are nobodies now. All of my favorite characters are fodder. These 3 legendary iconic characters in all of movie cinema history are just fodder pieces. Luke Skywalker became a shell of his former self. Leia, a shell of her former self. Han Solo, just a shell of his former self. How can Star Wars be dead to me and I have Skybottom Station behind me? I see a freaking TIE fighter. You spend so much money on Star Wars figures. How is it dead to you, Skybottom? It doesn't make sense. For me, Star Wars was about the creativity and the imagination. That's what really captured Star Wars. That's what really made me feel immersive in this world, was the worlds and the stories that I was creating. So with Skybottom Station, I am no longer relying on Disney or Lucasfilms. No disrespect to George Lucas, but I am no longer relying on them to feed me Star Wars. And if it wasn't for world building or 3.75, I wouldn't even think about Star Wars. I no longer have hopes and dreams of watching a new Star Wars property and leaving fulfilled and excited and inspired. No more. Every time I watch a new Star Wars show, I leave embarrassed. Every time I watch Disney Plus Star Wars, I leave feeling ashamed of even buying Star Wars toys. You know, it became bad. Like, I watch new Star Wars and I lose hope. It's no longer a new hope. I lose hope. And then I think, well, maybe I'm just growing out of Star Wars. Maybe I'm not excited because I grew out of it. That's not true. I have Skybottom. That's not true. I have Skybottom behind me. I play with toys. I rearrange toys. So it's not me getting older. It's just that the new content is just dead. Being a content creator and having Skybottom Station behind me, I will create my own stories within the Star Wars universe and share them here with you guys. My ideas of Star Wars and how it should have been. I'm about to be 100% honest. Some of the figures are better than the actual characters. Like, when I seen some of the figures, I was like, oh, these guys are sick. But when I actually watch them in the show, I hate the figure. The toys are better to me. And the reason why it's like that is because my own imagination and my idea of who this character should be is usually better than what Disney or Star Wars writes them out to be. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just make my own world and only focus on making my own stories within Star Wars now. So that's why you see a lot of mixed sci-fi in Skybottom. I don't want to just stick to Star Wars because I like everything. I'm inclusive. Everybody could get it here in Skybottom. But yes, the only thing that keeps Star Wars alive to me is Skybottom Station. It's you guys. It's the 3.75 figs. It's Black Series figures too. I like 6-inch as well, but my main focus is 3.75. I will keep Star Wars alive here on the station, but outside Star Wars, the media and Disney Plus and corporate Star Wars, the price increases on the figures, it's dead to me. I know if I create my own stories, I won't be disappointed. So do you like new Star Wars, Disney Star Wars, old Star Wars? What is your Star Wars? What is Star Wars to you? I'm very curious to know. What Star Wars is to me, it's Skybottom Station. It's no longer the movies. I'll watch a movie, but when was the last time you sat there and rewatched a movie over and over? Disney is not my Star Wars. This is my Star Wars, Skybottom Station.